big hail makers and a couple of tornadoes, but then with time, we may see some more clustering of thunderstorms, especially up north where the wind threat is going to be a little bit greater. And notice those upper level winds are going to be stronger there too, and that will help to sustain some more organization with squall lines and storms as they push through. So here's a look at the risk area over the next couple of days, Thursday into your Friday and into your Saturday. Well, it doesn't have to look all that different, doesn't it? A lot of the same zones, we'll see rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Now, it's not going to rain the whole time, each and every one of those days, but just know that it's going to stay pretty active here and pretty unsettled as well. Even into your Sunday, look at that. From the lower Mississippi River Valley through eastern parts of Texas, stretching all the way up to the Great Lakes, and even getting into parts of the Northeast. Notice the absence, though, of storms across parts of the deep south. That high pressure ridge has descending air in it, so everything's kind of going up and around that area of high pressure. So, Chris, when we see rounds of storms like this, kind of stuck in the same spots, we get a little worried about the risk for some flash flooding.
Yes, and we have certainly seen some flash flooding. This is some from earlier in the month in London, Kentucky. There's a widespread possible some river flooding here. We look at what appears to be a wooded area near a stream or a river that is hard to discern its exact location. Sometimes you can kind of make a look and see like a path or a line of trees where riverbanks would be. But the fact that there was like placards there, it made me think that they're near a park where parks are often built because near rivers and streams, because you can't build homes there because they flood frequently. That's what rivers do, they flood at different and varying times of year and at different and varying capacities. And we are going to be seeing a different weather pattern, which could lead to more flooding across parts of the U.S. from the Midwest and parts of the South all the way into parts of the Ohio River Valley. The overall setup right here, which also has a warm, if not hot, scenario associated with it. This also has a scenario, this area of high pressure, where we're getting quite a bit of this cold moisture pretty far up north into the Midwest. And as it does, that's essentially providing this fuel for some of these thunderstorms. We have a lot of available energy. It's going to be warm too. And you think about the difference in the air above and down below, and it's that difference, the greater the difference, the more of a tendency that air is going to want to rise. You can get that by cold air above, or get really warm down below, and it's definitely colder above most of the time. Almost all the time there's colder above. There's exceptions. But it's that rising of that difference, like a hot air balloon. It's warmer than the surrounding environment. So you have that, the moisture, which also makes the air more buoyant, but it gets these thunderstorms going, and the condensation produces latent heat, all to say that these storms are going to continue to build and grow and potentially bring some more flood. Flash flood watches posted through tonight for parts of Kansas and Missouri. The threat tomorrow through Thursday morning for portions of Iowa and Illinois, even parts of Wisconsin. So now we're looking more so, Jackie, at the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, as we see that severe weather and heavy rain threat migrate to the north, as it tends to do this time of year. It starts early in severe weather season in the south, then eventually goes to traditional tornado alley, and then eventually up into the upper Midwest for the summertime, and we're seeing that migration of the storms and severe weather.
Yeah, and you can see some of that moisture is going to start to get caught up into the Northeast, but the temperatures are going to be warming up. That this next go around, we don't think we'll see many scenes like this. I think that might make some people happy at least. Look at this. Snow's been the issue in parts of the Northeast and New England. Look at how it coated the ground here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. This was on Sunday. That first blast of cold air brought it in. The snow coated the grass. It covered some of the roadways and made for some slick conditions. Had to get the plows and the treatment trucks out. The good news is not a lot of people were out traveling in this. It was advertised quite well, though, also. So give a big heads up on that. Hail proved to be the big problem yesterday in parts of the Northeast. Most of it was small hail. In fact, lots of reports of pea-sized pellets hitting the pavement and the yards in Jackson, New Jersey. There were also many reports in places like Connecticut, New York, and into Pennsylvania. So check this out. One location, Connecticut, got more than just hail. A rainbow appeared after those storms rolled through the Northeast yesterday. What a beautiful view. You can see that rain coming down. You can see the dark clouds, that across parts of the Northeast right now. And we've got a little disturbance that's tracking in that upper trough, and that's doing enough just to squeeze out a little bit of moisture to go along with some of those chillier temperatures that we've been getting some snow showers and some rain showers across parts of the Northeast, primarily in the interior and into New England. The temperatures are still well below average here. We got a lot of clouds across New England. It's only 49 in Burlington right now. You got 48 in Bangor. Boston, 55. A little bit better than where you've been. And check out Washington, D.C. You've made it up to 62 degrees so far. Here's a look at the active radar, and there you can see those snow showers coming down. I'm not seeing a lot of recording stations reporting the snow, though Frenchville, way up there in the northern tip of Maine here. Everybody else is warmed up enough that we're primarily seeing some of that snow. Caribou, perhaps a snow shower lingering, but still pretty chilly here into the 30s. Chris?
And this is also the time of year, we don't always, but we do start to talk tropics more and more. The official start of hurricane season, not until June 1st. But already the National Hurricane Center highlighting an area right here as an area to watch. Looks absolutely clear right now, but the way things are going, the way things are looking, it's about a 50% chance in the coming days there could be some development. Now, while that's maybe getting your attention, I don't think it's going to have massive impacts here in too many